My name is Aliona Baranova and I'm from Belarus, but I study in Czech Republic and I'm obviously doing animation, and I usually do 2D animation. That's it.
And I'm Géraldine Cammisar and I studied animation in Switzerland, where I come from. 2D animation, of course.
I guess we both are lucky that Animateka chose our films and invited us to come, and it's a beautiful city and really nice program so far.
Yes, I'm really happy and proud that I can be here with the film, and I guess Animateka is a really cool festival so far, I can tell.
Když jsem se po 2 letech vrátil zpátky do Čech, cítil jsem se jako cizinec.
My name is called Home, and it's a real story. It's almost like an animated documentary of a friend of mine who was traveling and who spent a lot of time abroad, and then he lost a little bit understanding of where his home is. So.
And my film is Beyond Orange, and I did it with as a co-director together with Daniel Zinstag. It's about a little girl, a tough young huntress who procures food for her little village, and she suddenly sees an orange burning thing that comes down from the sky and destroys her village. It's kind of like about these 2 worlds that collide. It wasn't really that I chose to study animation, it was more that animation chose me. Because I watched the Ghibli films from Miyazaki, and I was so fascinated by the whole creation of this world, and it sucked me in deeply, and I was just stunned by all this greatness and this, I don't know, about all this fantasy, and I wanted to do it myself. I wanted to create a world by myself. I had to find a place where I can study, and at this point I didn't really realize I could go abroad. I mean, for me it was clear I'm going to study in Switzerland. So I found a school because it's the only one who are kind of like, you can just study animation there. So it was easy to me to choose the school.
I'm from Belarus and we don't have a film school. At the time when I was applying to the university, they didn't have an animation department. And during my secondary school, as a graduation project there, I made a short animation, and it took a lot of time, it took a lot of effort, but I actually got to know that I'm able to do that I'm patient enough, and I still having fun. So I checked it out, and I was sure that I want to study animation. So I chose Czech Republic because they have a really good tradition of animation, and the language is not that difficult for me because I also speak another Slavic language, and if you study in Czech, you can do it for free, so perfect combination.
První půlrok se mi tam ale nelíbilo. Na ulicích miliarda lidí, rikši, psi, žebráci, hroznej hluk a špína.
I think I'm still fascinated by the fact that you can bring a live thing or object that is not alive, like with the first exercises that you do at school with a stick man who's walking, just like he was just drawing on a picture, now he's walking actually. And I remember my father, because when I showed some of my exercises to my parents, I remember reaction of my father who just couldn't believe that the person can jump so well on the screen, and be like so emotional about it. That's beautiful.
My personal dream is, or my goal is to be able to direct long feature films. That's what I wanted to do. So let's see if I'm able.
It's a great ambition. I mean, like that.
Perhaps too great.
No, I think you're on the right way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm not sure about myself. I think actually after finishing my master, I would like to have some time just to animate, not to think about big projects and not directing them.
Like that are the experimental parts of the life.
I think in my case, it's not like I want to be in a certain place or like doing certain job. I just want to enjoy it and feel that I'm doing something like consciously and naturally and to be happy with what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.